present, past, and future seas, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsed soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise out of the dewy grass. Night is worn and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while without turn away the starry floor. The watery shore is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you. It is I, your bard, your spiritual entertainer, here with you once again with one of my rabbit tarot card in the background here. Before I got on here, I put on a YouTube short with a bunch of rabbit tarot. I think they're adorable. You all know that I love rabbits, right? So I got a rabbit tarot card in the background. Was that a fundamental? We have Why Not is here. Good to see you, Why Not? In Tron 3276. We have fundamentalists endorse it. It's Goblin. You're Goblin, but you're having issues with your other account. Oh, all right. Well, yeah, that happens sometimes, right? The Goblin. The Goblin is here. Oh, man. And the Sir Flame Drop, the jeweler, is here. Good to have you here, Sir Flame Drop, the jeweler. Good to see you. And Ryan O'Neill. You leaving, honey? I got to give my wife a kiss goodbye. Have a good day. You got all your computer stuff? All right. The wife is off to her job. So I had to bid her farewell, as I usually do. All right. And let's see here. User Random Alphabet is here. Good to see you. You've also been making strides with the heartbreak. Oh, man. It's just ongoing, right? The heartbreak. If it isn't one, it's another. It's been a couple of weeks since I've checked in. You love me. I know you're dealing with the detachment. The idea that I will never be able to give you a beyond a virtual embrace. I know it's a struggle. I have so many lovers on here. Let's see here. It's better though. Good. I'm glad that you're getting through your. I know it's difficult for people. All this affection for me, right? Tron is Raven. Oh man, you got so many accounts. You got so many accounts on here. Yeah, I've been yesterday. If you haven't seen it yet, I released a new video about being a tree hugger. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. When we get about 20 people watching, I'll start. It's all on my Substack. So if you miss anything of these, every week I do or every other week, sometimes like a little teaching on things that are druid. And if you miss it, it's all on my Substack. If you go to my About Me page, there's a link there. And I just realized that I had all of my things like on private, so it's no longer on private. I didn't realize I had done that. And so if you go to my Substack page, all of my past things documented for your viewing pleasure there. Just stuff mostly about druidry on there. And that's in my About Me page. You can find it all there. Let's see here. Goddess Morn, Father Mole, Dr. Moore, Robin, good to see you. I'm glad that you're here. Your aunt passed away today. I'm sorry to hear that. But coincidentally, it's also Recycling Day. So ironic when you believe in rebirth. Yeah, very interesting day to die on, right? Chapter 2 is as long as Father Bard helps you shit. Last night, yeah, people were thanking me for the ability to have a bowel movement. whatever I can do for the world, right? I am here of service to you with my kindred rabbit spirit guide here. Yeah. But I wanted to share this. If you haven't seen it, you can watch. I put it up on my video section about tree hugging. It's usually I am helping you dedicate as we speak. Oh, look at that. And Jeanette, good to see you. You like the moon tarot card here with the rabbit. Yeah. I found a whole bunch of rabbit tarot cards, and I put them together in a nice little video for your viewing pleasure in my YouTube shorts. Yeah, as you all know, I am a lover of all things rabbit, because that is my spirit totem. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start talking about it. Let me put my comments here on live chat only. Live chat only. There we are. I was once asked if I was a tree hugger. Some of you have heard that term before, right? Tree hugger. The question was, meant as an insult, right? Because that's a thing that people use for environmentalists. They call them tree huggers. It was a political jab aimed at, people who love the environment. I am an environmentalist, but not in the way they imagined. Modern environmentalism, it often lacks spirit. It has become a way to feel good about yourself by making others feel guilty. That's basically all I see. There's no substance to it. There's no real power in it. There's no transformation in guilt. When you're putting a guilt trip on someone, they don't change. There's only division between you and them. They can join your little group, and they could feel good about themselves. It's like one big ongoing scam. There is power in becoming a real tree hugger, not the stereotype of the person who treats the environment. You treat it as a living relationship. People that are mostly in this environmentalism, there's no substance for a lot of them. It's really political. When the world becomes a part of your spirituality, everything changes. You stop trying to shame people into caring. Shame doesn't. When people try to shame me, I just give them the middle finger. I'm not interested in your bullshit. I'm not interested in being shamed. I've had enough of that in Christianity. You start offering them a way of wholeness when you start living this spirituality of, earth-based spirituality of druidry. You offer people a path when they see how it makes you as a person, when they see what's in your life. That attracts people. They say, look what he has. I want what he has, right? There's something there. When you're just going around telling them how they're doing it wrong, that's all they see is the guilt, right? You shouldn't have to say anything. They should see it in your life, what it's doing to you, and say, what makes you tick? And you can say, well, I practice druidry, earth-based spirituality. And that really speaks to it. When you start offering them a way of wholeness, wholeness is what allows a person to stop harming the earth, the environment. People do not change because they are scolded. They change because they discover a way of living that feels more complete. Now, the world is alive, right? It can heal us when we meet it on its own terms, its own level. When you place your arms around a tree with intention, you are not performing a joke, right? You are entering a relationship with something that has been growing longer than you've been alive, Studies have shown there's something called forest bathing. Studies that there's chemical release in your body when you wrap your arms around a tree with intention, when you recognize, when being meets being, when you wrap your arms around that tree with intention, and you give it, validate it, there are chemicals that are released in your body that bring peace, that bring calm, that bring healing. This is scientific. Yeah, you cannot get there by rushing. You cannot get there when you are performing. You only get there by being on being. This experience. The art of tree hugging is not about politics. It's about presence. It's about remembering that the world is not an object, but a companion. When you treat it that way, you begin to change. When you offer others the way of seeing the world, you give them something better than guilt. You give them a path back to themselves. Yeah, I never understood environmentalism until I started practicing druidry. That when you develop a relationship with the land, that attracts people. They see that, and then they stop doing what they're doing. They start trying to live a more sustainable lifestyle that's in harmony with the earth. But if you're going around guilt tripping all people, like buy your carbon credits and things like that, I mean, it's terrible. I really think it's a nuisance when I hear these super super rich people. They fly their jets, private jets around the world, and that is uh, not the best choice. And they say, "Well, I'm going to go plant 50 trees today." You've done the damage already. You can't make up for it. This whole carbon credits thing is a big scam. It does not treat the earth like a person. It treats the environment as a transactional thing that has no real value except in making you feel good or bad. I mean, it's a terrible philosophy, the politics of it, right? So I am against it. I think that it needs substance. All right, let's see where I'm at here. I'm helping you take a dump. Wonderful. You like the moon, buddy? Let's see here. Where am I at? All these wonderful people here. I'll go check it out. How interesting. Yeah. Bard goes live when I need to get picked up and leave. Is the minute you go live. But at least I can watch until then. There you go. At least you get a little bit of the Bard, right? In the morning before you depart. Riders Storm. Green huggers, you mean? No, tree huggers. That's what that's the political term. Maybe it's evolved into green huggers, but tree huggers is what I'm talking about. I hug my trees. I embrace my trees, and there's a chemical release there. Riders on the storm. Oh, let's see. I hug trees, just not in summer. I will not hug a tree that is covered in ants. Oh, yeah. You have to worry about that. You got a lot of ants on your trees where you are. Oh, that's the thing. Sometimes when I go to my tree of meditation, I have to be careful because of the fire ants. They like to make nests. I have all these stones. I have a stone circle around my tree, and the ants like to build nests under them, which is quite a nuisance. If you're sitting down, you got something crawling up your ass, right? So a bunch of ants. That's no fun, right? Ants in your pants. Um, let's see here. I don't know if my mother remembers. One time I had to go to the bathroom, and she pulls off to the side of the road. I run out into the woods, and then I come back with ants in my pants. They're biting my ass. I mean, it's quite embarrassing when they get in your drawers, right? You have ants in your pants? Yes, I do. Token Bert Raccoon, good to see you. Good to have you here. You rode with it like the Stormcloaks. Yeah, we love the Stormcloaks. We don't want to lose Talos. from the Skyrim, right? It just isn't right. Green peace, yeah. There's no peace in green peace unless you're treating the earth as a living entity. That if you're just doing it, it has no soul. It has no. Well, there's a lot of people that, environmentalists that are druids, right? But a lot of the philosophy that you see on the political level, there's no substance to it at all, and I'm totally against it. They they don't treat the world as a living entity. They go around making people feel guilty all the time, and they'll do the same things that you're doing, right? But they'll say, "Well, I planted 20 trees today." I mean, it's a big scam. It's a big guilt. It's like indulgences, right? You've gone out, you've done the venial sin. Now you have to go pay for it. I mean, you've done the damage. I mean, it's a terrible, terrible philosophy. Let's see here. Yo, Maple, good to see you. Riding up on his moose with a gallon of maple syrup. Good to have you here. Grateful Bless is here. Good morning, dear. Good to have you here. Grateful Bless for your spiritual entertainment with the rabbit tarot card, moon tarot card in the background. Because you need to slow down to the earth's natural place. Yes, exactly. Such revitalizing energy from Mother Earth. She heals us, feeds us, shelters us, educates us. Water heals body and soul. The science is finally backing that trees can communicate. They are sentient beings. Yeah. Everything, I think, has its own form of sentience. Even a grain of sand. One of the things in like the gospel, Jesus said, the stones will cry out. And I think he was speaking something there that I think is real, that everything has a form of consciousness in its own way. Everything. Interesting enough, the folk magic of the Appalachian Mountain region utilizes trees for quite, where did that go? Damn it. For their ceremonies, for a few of their ceremonies. Interesting. Appalachian Mountain region. So the folk, they have an interesting folk traditions up there in the mountains, right? The Appalachian Mountains. The earth is a goddess, someone alive that is not a dead rock of raw materials for divine harmony. Yeah, I've seen some of these people, their guilt trips are like, you're hurting the future generations. You're destroying the world for the future. You're hurting the earth. The earth is a person. You're not destroying the world for future generations. You're hurting your mother. And it's a terrible, these guilt trips are so, they have no substance. They have no substance at all. You are so happy, uh, peaceful in your garden, talking to your plants and trees. Look at you. You're out there having a good time with all of these things, these life-giving realities, right? Either they give you, the fruit, or they give you the oxygen, or they give you the peace. Plants, the natural environment brings peace to people. There's a reason why people like taking walks in the wilderness, right? There's something that happens to your body. Your body is changed. There's a chemical reaction within yourself that is natural, because that's where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be doing that. It is always reaching out to you to comfort you. Let's see here. Would you say you have done the damage? It reminds you of Buddhists talking to emperors about karmic merit. Yeah. Let's see here. Where am I at? I forgot to say I am live. I am live. I am live from my Discord here. I am live. There it is. I put it there. I always forget to do that. Um, let's see here. The druids have a very strict penalty for cutting trees down. A terrible fate befalls many who have violated sacred trees. Sacred trees, right? Yeah, you suffer from it. The tree doesn't punish you. You suffer from it when you abuse um, your mother, right? You suffer from it. You're the one. Look at what's happening, right, in the world, in the atmosphere. You're suffering from it. You're not breathing right, right? You're all these chemicals. You're not drinking. You can't drink water anymore, right? You're suffering from it. You are doing this. We have a symbiotic relationship with everything that is here. When you treat it poorly, you are hurting yourself. You are hurting yourself. You're not separated from the earth. The earth is connected to you. So why you hate politics as well as insults and shaming? Yeah, right. If ever a tree was to be filled as a long ceremony and prayers had to be offered before the action was undertaken, yeah, I think that's appropriate, right? Not just sawing them all down, right? Needs to be a level of respect. The same thing when you're with people who hunt, right? You understand there's a level of respect there. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the burning tail. Hippity Easter's on the way, Alamo City. Yeah, well, this is the Moon Tarot card. I don't know if you can call it Peter if you want. Our struggle is against ants goes eons here. The High Priestess of the Orchard, Gwendolyn, is here. Aye, Sadai. Good to have you here. Anyone slip a Viagra last night? Not me. I didn't get any slipped into my drinks last night. It's been a while since I've overdosed on it, right? Yeah, no, everyone always remembers that story. The 12-hour wood going to the hospital. Yeah, a very embarrassing part of my life. We are talking shit about carbon credits because they're literally indulgences. Yeah, that's what they are. They're indulgences. Pretty much, right? You're trying to make up for your guilt. It doesn't really do shit. I mean, when you're out polluting the world, the harm is being done. You can't make up for it by going out and planting trees. I mean, that's nice that you're doing that, but you've done the damage. I mean, it's really stupid. It's a big scam. Don't fall for it. Don't get into these politicians. They just want your damn money. Don't fall for the scam. Let's see here. You don't have a stone circle around my tree. I have a big interconnecting multiple trees with in the middle of a triquetria written in the dirt and moss with a rock where I pray. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Um, my circle is symbolic for the earth, and the tree in the middle is the roots that connect everything. It's connects the heavens, connects the underworld. Everything is connected. It's all symbolic. I don't have a stone circle, but I do have a salt rock. I had to put in a cage because it wouldn't stop growing. Really? You have a rock that grows. That's interesting. Let's see here. Oh shit, where am I at? Scrolling through all these wonderful people here already. Yeah. The sun came up. Yep. It is up. All these wonderful people here. Sometimes with the gods, where you pray, the gods give you tools. So you're all well equipped by your deities. It's all vibrations. Use the earth, plants, trees. We're all the same vibrations of life. Yeah. Everything has a different vibration, right? Everything has a different energy. It's Raven, by the way. You don't like telling you guys you have other accounts. Yeah. The earth is not a person. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? What define how you understand person? Like you're talking about strictly humanity, right? You don't believe that personhood goes beyond your human body. Yeah, you can't prove the earth is not a person. I can't prove it is. That's where we're at. For me, the connection to the earth is a natural reality that we all have. We are not separated from it. There's a lot of, throughout culture, throughout traditions of indigenous people, they've all recognized that the earth is living. But so it is a person, but not in the same way we are. When the emperor boasted to the Bodhidharma about building temples, copying scriptures, supporting monks, he asked Bodhidharma, what is the merit of all of this? And he replied, none whatsoever. What managed to drive you to have so many accounts? Yeah. Let's see. What is a person? Yeah. The Japanese for forest bathing is Shirin Yoku. Probably said that wrong. Yeah, forest bathing is a real thing. It is a real practice. And it has all kinds of benefits for you. This is all scientific. Forest bathing. I mean, it has all kinds of benefits. Hugging trees, I read, for 17 seconds begins to release, with intention, not just as I'm hugging something inanimate, but really connecting to the being of the tree, embracing the tree in a way. It releases all kinds of chemicals in your body. It is a healthy practice. But just as when you hug a normal person, another human being, it releases chemicals in your body. If you do it to a tree, it does the same thing with intention. Commentary connoisseur, good to see you. Good to have you here. And cabbage and celery, Willow and Phil, good to have you here. I'm a druid who cuts down trees. There's a balance, give and take that needs. Yeah, the trees are there to give to you. What we do with them, how we make them sacred, how we use them. There's a diversity. There's a respect there. It's not wrong to use the trees. It is not long. They are there. They're giving themselves to you. If you want to take them to a new level and make it a new level of sacredness, where you have some type of veneration for it, where it becomes a symbol, it becomes a friend. Then you don't cut it down, right? There's I see, like with the animals and the plant kingdom, there are levels of consciousness. At the higher levels, you don't destroy those things. You don't eat your pets, right? So that's how I understand the world. It's how we are directing it. Still got golden and Bo's 2:30 agenda, I see. What does that mean? I don't know what the hell that means. A 2:30 agenda? I don't understand what you're trying to share here. You don't drink water, you drink beer. Well, good. Good for you. I drink only filtered waters or bottled water. That's all that I usually drink. I guess I have an addiction to bottled water. I don't have any desire to drink regular tap water at all. The color green and foliage in general has power calming effect on humans. Really, it can even improve the illness of the mental illness. That is what we live now. What we live now is a normality, not nature. Yeah, most of us, we live in concrete jungles, right? We live in where there's very little green, right? And that, I think that leads to unhealth. Many people in modern industrial world go through life with their bodies surrounded by a cocoon of technology and their minds flooded with perpetual chatter from the media. Yeah, that's certainly true, right? The addiction to the phone, that's a real thing. How many times do you look on your phone, right? How many times are you uh, we are addicted to that conversation, right? The Viagra story was funny. Yeah, it happened. Oh, right. Where are we at? 99% of human history was spent in nature. No, not cities. We are designed for the natural. Yeah, not the construct. And that's something we have to be careful. I was talking with my good druid friend, and we're talking about AI and the transhumanization and the dangers of it. The where it could go, that you could lose your humanity. Like when you start changing your body. We've changed the environment, right? And now we are changing our bodies where we could lose our humanity. When you get the geneticists saying, "Here, I could take away cancer," we will say yes. But then he says, "Well, I can make you live another 50 years." We will say yes. I can make you fly. I can make you grow wings. Most of us would probably say yes. Now I will give you gills. There will be no end to that. I mean, we are damned if we do, and we are damned if we don't. That's where we're at. We, but we can guide this experience. It is here. We have to guide it, or we will lose ourselves. We have, with all of this plastic, right? We have lost ourselves. Uh, we need to uh, uh, we need to go outside. I have never felt more healthier in my life by treating nature as a thing to interact with rather than just as a backdrop of my life, right? Oh, let's see here. Living and working in climate controlled buildings with artificial lighting, to see by commercial music, to hear by synthetic silence, the smell. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's certainly a conversation to be had, right? The Last Airbender. Oh, who's that? Chemical flavored foods to taste at a completely manufactured environment. Touch to no wonder so many amount of people are deluded into thinking nature is unnecessary luxury. Yeah, yeah. Think about that, right? The idea of ending world hunger by using artificial foods. You're just you're creating another type of hunger. Is what you're doing. You might fill the belly, but then the spirituality is being disconnected from our eating. There's a food isn't just to nourish you to go your every day. There's a connection in the food that is rooted in the earth, that is spiritual. There's a nourishment. Nourishment isn't just getting you what you need, the energy to go out and do your work. There's a connection. This is why we have sacred rituals when we eat our foods, right? We want to have that connection. We want to recognize it. But when you're eating a piece of plastic, right? I stopped eating margarine after I watched this lady talk about you're eating plastic, and she says you need to go to a regular butter, go back to butter. She made a good case for it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. There's a disconnect there. When things of convenience sometimes lack, things of convenience can be fun, like a Hostess cupcake, right? But that's not supposed to be how you're living, right? There's nothing wrong with uh, doing something for a good time, but when you try to sustain yourself on ramen noodles, as I have most of my life, I mean, that's unhealthy. This ramen noodles, you're eating plastic with like, uh, uh, you're tricked by the monosodium glutamate that you're eating something good. And you might have got the energy you needed to do your job, but you're lacking that element of true nourishment that comes from the natural. It feels good when you go eat with your family, like right on Thanksgiving or Christmas time, right? When you go have a feast with your friends, When someone makes a meal for you, there's a level of nourishment that you don't get by going, like, for instance, to McDonald's and getting a hamburger. There's a level of intimacy within the food, right? That I think is essential. I see the people who farm, they are the high priests of the natural. They draw from the earth, the mother, that nourishment that we need, not just physically, but spiritually as well. Let's see here. You do have a salt rock that keeps growing. It's a pink salt rock that continually grows, white crystal on it. It grows slower in the bird cage. You don't know why. Interesting. That's pretty interesting. The airflow, you think? If you articulate your butt cheeks as a fart, you can sound like a symphony. Yeah. I mean, I never tried that type of music before, but if you're into that, you do what you find exhilarating. You believe the earth is alive? It has white cells? Really? I used to keep it in the bathroom, but in 5 years it grew a solid half inch of white crystal growth. Wow, that's pretty interesting. That's an interesting thing that you have been able to have there. Take a picture for us. Oh, you're not on Discord, are you? Every tree you planted to be marked for harvest, I think, and say a little prayer for. But the tree will also be someone's house, and that will be beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, all of these things want to be a part of one another, right? And the difficult part is, the what we when we like, especially the violence, right? The difficult. That's the mystery about it. Why is it necessary to do that? Right? Why can't we? We should be searching for more efficient ways to take from the tree, right? And we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I don't know what it was. Let's see. Good morning, Anaka Bakamala, the worker. What are you vibing on? I'm just listening, and I've been subbed for a minute. Thank you. Thank you for your subscription. I cannot pronounce your name, so I apologize. You have a very, very long name, but thank you for your subscription. Thank you for going up and touching the like button up here, or double tap your screen. I appreciate people that can do that. I do this for a living. Scary movies, Goosebumps books now go and heal. Really? Yeah, I love the Goosebumps series. That was a lot of fun, especially the video games. You bought it, one of those spiritual stories. I wasn't taking any. You went straight into the cage. Really? You bought it as like a spiritual crystal shop, one of those things. Where they have all the different various salts and things for spiritual uses, and now it continues to grow. That's pretty interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Where are we at? You watched Apollo 18. Morning, Vixen, the servant of Anubis, is with us now. Good to have you here, our good friend, for your spiritual entertainment in the morning here with the rabbit tarot card, the moon tarot card. Yeah. If you haven't seen it before I got on, I released just a little reflection on various rabbit tarot cards. It's all under a minute. I love rabbits. Let's see here. Where am I at? Where am I at? All these wonderful people here. Hit the like button. Yeah. Commentary connoisseur. Thank you. You're off to school. Okay. Take care, Gwendolyn. Have a great day. Food prep for profit is akin to poison. Food prepared with love is food of the gods. Yeah. Yeah, one of the things, like in ancient Greece, I thought was a beautiful tradition is the what was it? The goddess of the hearth. What was her name again? What is the? Damn it! Let me see. Let me find it. Greek goddess of hearth. It slipped my mind. Greek goddess of the hearth. I did a show on her once. Why did I forget her name? I'm sorry for forgetting your name, goddess of the hearth. Why is my AI taking so long? It's a simple question. It is a simple question. You can't answer this? Yeah, there it is. All right. Goddess of the hearth is Hestia. Yeah, Hestia. Hestia. If you see in the ancient world, their god was in their stove. Think about that. And from the stove came the food that's on your table. Everything was connected to the divinity, right? The hearth. Every house had a hearth. It was a sacred rite that the fires of the hearth would be lit in one place by some sacred leader or whatever, and everyone had this sacred reality of this sacred fire in their homes. So their ovens were their way to connect to the divine. We've lost that, right? We just eat now. But if you learn to eat, you can eat and drink your food with deity anytime. Anytime. Let's see, where am I at here? Scrolling through. Oh man, all these wonderful people here. It's always nice to see you for these conversations that we have. We must be careful what we consume as sustenance, right? When you eat fast food now, I'm low on energy, you feel sick. Yeah, it's not the best thing for you, right? It's something of convenience. Yeah, I mean, it's fun to do, right? It's fun to do, especially when you've been smoking a lot of reefers, right? You want to go to Taco Bell or something. It's fun to do, but it can't be a way of life. Can't be a way of life. You were watching a domestic history documentary on when rationing started during World War II and they started manufacturing margarine. It was the awfulest thing you've ever seen, gross. Yeah. Yeah, I no longer use vegetable oils or margarine. Those are like terrible, terrible things. I prefer like peanut oils. It's absolutely in the mind and stomach of the soul. Food by definition. Pasta has soy in it. Does it really? I didn't think. I thought it was pure wheat. Now you can certainly get pasta that's made out of soy, I would imagine. This is exactly why you produce your own food. Look at that. So you have taken the difficult path. The way is narrow and few find it. And Jeanette has engaged in providing her own food for herself. You are a homesteader and you haven't been to the grocery store in 5 weeks. It's not easy to obtain happy food. Don't feel bad for consuming what is available to you. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I eat a lot of garbage because I can't afford it, right? But we do have the moments of the sacred, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You can't do anything about it, and I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. I am addressing the difficulties we have with our food and with the natural. My intention is not to make anyone feel guilty. I eat terribly. The only thing I can afford mostly pasta, because I have a large family. That's like the number one thing they eat. They prefer macaroni and cheese. But that's the way I live. But we try to at least once or twice to have that meeting at the table. Grow as much as you own. You can, even the smallest closet set up. Trade with Mennonite Amish producers. Yeah, we have a guy around the corner who sells vegetables and fruits at the side of the road for different farmers. It does affect our bodies and minds, yeah. Prostate exam, good to see you. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. You had a rabbit who was a bard. It's pandemic time. Yeah, good. I am both of those things. If you can just have a few pots of on your porch or balcony for tomatoes or lettuce, perhaps some herbs. Yeah, that's what my mother does. Let's see here. Um, Athena, where's Athena? No, that's Athena's not the goddess of the hearth. Athena's the goddess of wisdom. Cooking for yourself is one way to inject your food with love. Yeah, that's that. The Hare Krishnas, they won't eat fast foods. They only eat food that they know who is preparing it. Right. That's another. You can inject your food with love, even if it's crappy food. You can inject it with love. You can change that dynamic, that missing element. Right. You have the power to do that. And the ramen noodles is the best you got. That you can pray over your ramen noodles. You can, as you're making it, thinking about your family. This is the best you have, right? You can imbue it with love. Let's see. So glad you were able to find tarot with your spirit animals on it, Father Bar. That makes them much more meaningful to you. Yeah. Let's see here. Talking about a virtual friend the whole day. Get a job. This is my job. I'm sorry that you don't like it. I'm sorry that we are doing quite well here. I just had 1,000 subscribers in 3 days. I mean, that's pretty good. Usually it's a week, so this has been a good week for us. We're going to have 2,000 subscribers. We're going to hit 25K if we keep going like this by the end of next week. Isn't that something? And we'll celebrate, because that's a milestone when you get 25. Next milestone is 50K. So milestone right around the corner for us. I will say this: once you start growing plants, it's addicting. So are chickens. Before you know it, you got plants everywhere and 100 chickens. Yeah. He looks for a better what's going on. Generally don't know. It's keep growing. Oh, you're talking about your salt rock, yeah. It's not even in a moist place, man. Maybe it's living in a new way. Since you picked it up, there's been an encounter there that has changed its nature. There's something you've given birth to, right? Oh, growing plants is fun, yeah. Same species shuffling Pokemon cards to predict the future, or believing a virtual friend was on. The moon? What the hell does that mean? You could use any type of cards for divination. It's not, you are the master of the divining, of looking into your subconscious self, of reading those energies. It's not, you can use anything. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at? Sensel 1040 tractor oil main line should do it. What does that mean? The spiritual masters like the Buddha and Jesus tried to awaken people that we are far more powerful in our own right. The message was corrupted by the church, the evil church. This is a good bard. That is good bard. I'm glad that you find value in it. Thank you. Yeah, my overwhelming success for being here. That's all of you. You have all made it happen, right? This is a community effort here. Spiritual entertainment every day. Who else does this, right? Speaking of that, it is the time for the tortoise today. Let me get her, so she can say hello to you. It is tortoise time. Let me go grab her from the other room here. All right. It's like, why'd you take me out? It's morning time. It's cold. And you're taking me out. There she comes. Your friend, the tortoise. There she is. Look at her. Oh, look at it. She loves getting her back of her head scratched. Oh, such ecstasy. Oh, look at her. She's so happy. Oh, yes, 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 yes. They just love it when you scratch the back of their heads. Oh, that's a good girl. All right. See all of your friends there that love you? This is such a loving creature. She's got so many fans. She probably thinks she's looking at another tortoise. She sees the reflection. There's a tortoise in there. One of my companions. Look at that. Such a gentle creature. All right, you have to go. You have to go. You have to go. Say goodbye. Oh, there you go, sweetheart. Go back to your light. Go back to your light. Okay, coming back to you. Coming back for your spiritual entertainment privilege. I'm always here for you every day. The bard is here to have these conversations, and we started out the show talking about tree hugging, and if you missed all of that, it's all on my Substack. If you are a Substack subscriber, there's all I had them accidentally. I had them hidden, but now you can see all of my past posts on there. So go to my if you go to the About Me, you can become a Substack subscriber as well, where you can read the stuff if you like to read. Some people don't like reading, but every couple of weeks I do one of these teachings on from Druid, the tradition of Druidry or something or whatever, and I share it with you on there. And also the video yesterday, you can watch the video about tree hugging, the art of tree hugging. It is all on my videos. If you go to the video section, I try to, a couple of times a month, I try to release videos, and they're very short, just practical things from earth-based spirituality, from Druidry. It's all on there for your entertainment privilege. And if you enjoy what I do, go up and touch the screen there, the thumb, or double tap that makes it like, or go to the 3-prong thing and put I enjoy this channel, so on and so forth. I'm always doing this. I enjoy being here. I do this for a living. You can, if you're also interested, go to the join button right over here. It should be right up here somewhere. Yeah, and become a community member. You get all kinds of benefits with that. Emojis. You get an owl symbol next to your name. And you get to be a member of our Discord community. There's a Discord link there with all kinds of like-minded people from different backgrounds, all together. Let's see, where am I at? All of these wonderful people here. Let's see, where am I going here? Everyone's enjoying. Rodzilla is here. You are praising the tortoise. Yeah, praise the tortoise, or you will burn in the lake of fire for eternity. You must accept the tortoise, right, CM Sheik? Accept the tortoise as your personal lord and reptile, or else you'll be left in the fire of the tortoise. Yeah. Emotionally equipped. Hello, I am new here. I have been studying my ancestry and finding this in my history. Yeah, so you have Celtic ancestry as well. Yeah, these are beautiful traditions, right, in our family, right? That I am coming to know myself. Now, Druidry is something that has a specific context in time, and it also has a universality to it. That you find it in all cultures and all people. It is an archetype, and there's different ways of living it out. Now, I belong to a group that is is inspired by its Celtic roots, of the Welsh tradition specifically, the order of bards, ovites, and druids. It's been very helpful for me in being a member, learning about modern druidry and its connection to the past and what it's going to be leading the world in the future. It is paving the world. Modern earth-based spirituality, like you have in the order of bards, ovites, and druids, I really believe is preparing the future for this transition into the age of Aquarius, that it is returning back people back to seeing the the infinite value of the natural. Getting out of this transcendent religion stuff where everything happens and wonderful when you die. Uh, it's saying everything is here. You don't have to go anywhere. Finding the beautiful that is here. So I really see that as something that is shaping the future. The future. But nice to have you emotionally equipped. Like and subscribe. We appreciate you being here. Um, the tortoise is wonderful. It amazes me that we already have something in common. Rabbits. Oh, you are a lover of rabbits. Yeah. I have two beautiful rabbits that mean everything to me. They bring me so much joy. I'm talking my daughter into. I want to do this video. I have this rabbit. He will let you pet him all day long. So I told my daughter I want to make a YouTube video that is where you can like it fast forwards through time. I'm gonna say I told her I'll give you $5 an hour if you make a video where you're petting the rabbit. So I want to see how long he will let you pet it. I'm thinking it's going to be at least a couple hours. So it'll like be fast forward through time. How long? The bunny challenge, I'm going to call it, and that's going to be released in the future. Because my rabbit, he'll sit there and let you pet them. He won't get up. Now the other one, the lady rabbit, she might get annoyed by it at some point. It took us. She wouldn't let you pet. She wouldn't let anyone pet her for at least 2 years. She would like nudge your hand away. She was like a real bitch. But then she finally gave in. About the third year, now she loves being pet. They love being pet. Yeah, they're kind of like somewhat feral rabbits. So it was hard conditioning them to being loved. They don't like being picked up still. I still love picking them up and giving them a kiss, and giving them nice pets. But they don't like it. I have a sweater that I use when I do pick them up. She'll start chewing on the sweater. So I got this sweater with all kinds of holes in it. Let's see here. I will look on there. What's it under? Do you know anything? Shit, where did I go here? Just lost my place in the comments. Where did I go? Do you know anything about M marks on palms? No, I don't. Are you talking about palm reading? I have no idea. It's an interesting hobby. My wife was sharing with me some things she learned about palm reading. She goes, if you have a straight line, that means there's no infidelity. She goes, let me see your hand. I have the straight line. She has the straight line. No infidelity. That's interesting that people were able to discern that, right? I know that things aren't fixed, but you have like a pattern that you operate out of. Like we know that from our horoscope or the seasonal changes, what months we are born, what days we are born, what's going on with the seasonal energies. Let's see. I thought thoroughly enjoy our capability to bond literally with any creature. Nothing is not our friend if we are persistent and patient. Yeah. Yeah. I saw this one lady. She had a bumblebee as a pet. It probably didn't live too long, because it's away from its hive. It had lost its wings or something, and she picked it up, and it like crawls all over her. It doesn't sting her or anything. She feels a connection. She feels a bond to it. I watched it on YouTube. I can't remember what it's called, but it was adorable. This little bumblebee just crawling all over her. And she was taking care of it. You miss your channel where emojis. Oh, yeah. You'll get it back. Do you know what the Alwyn? I don't know what an Alwyn means. I know what the Alwyn means. Awen. What is an Alwyn? You have to explain that to me. Rosary Sangma. Thank you. I enjoy this channel. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for letting me know that. Super Scott is here. Good to see you, Super Scott. Thank you for being here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning for me. For some people, it's evening. Some others, it's afternoon. But for me, it is morning. I'm on the east coast of the U.S. Raven is back. Look at that. Do I read tarot? No, I read runes. Tarot, I never got into. Runes is really simple for me. And I mostly just do it for myself. I've tried doing it for other people. And I thought that's just, I'll let other people do that. I thought I would do that, but I didn't seem like my thing, because I've read runes for other people on here, on my community. But I just use it mainly for personal guidance. But tarot is wonderful as well. But I never, seems a little difficult to learn all of the, I'm sure someone will say, oh, it's not difficult. But runes are so easy to use. Yeah, runes, yeah. Paul, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Glad to have you here. People can say whatever they want, but I am a reclusive person. I only know 2 channels on a personal level. The Bard is number 1. You can't have Bard number 2. Bard is 1 or nothing. Thank you for making me number 1. I am comfortable and I enjoy this channel immensely. Thank you, Jeanette. That brings me a lot of joy that you are finding a place here with the Bard every day. I'm glad that you enjoy what I do. I appreciate that very much. Let's see, Alwyn is here. How sweet. The brainless one here, our Slavic pagan friend. The brainless one. Good to see you. Dosbury, Dozen Dobry. And let's see here, all these wonderful people. And the Sheik is here. Good to see you, Sheik. Our good friend, the Sheik. Good to see you. The rabbit. You may continue for eternity. Human. Yeah. Basically, my rabbit, he'll just let you pet him all day. I mean, yeah. So I'm going to make a video like that. It's going to be really cute. Yep. I love animals. I love my tortoise. I love my bunnies. And my children. All of them. All 8 of them. Yeah. I breed like the rabbit. Let's see. Where am I at here? Our Bard is a druid. Yeah. We are all druids in our own way. I have finally convinced the chipmunks who live in your garage that I'm not going to eat them, and back scratches feel nice. It took years to reach out to them, right? Yeah, that's beautiful that you're able to establish that bond with your chipmunks. That's beautiful. Happy Wednesday to you, Sheik. Good to have you here. Your oldest daughter has a New Zealand floppy-eared. His name is Carrot Cornet Jr. He is 19 pounds. Wow. What a big boy. What a big boy he is. They're such wonderful creatures. I wish people, when they get rabbits as pets, that they would not cage them or put them in hutches. That's just a miserable existence for rabbits. Rabbits, they are a difficult pet to have because they eat everything. They will eat your walls. I used to have tile on the floor in my kitchen. They eat all of the tile off of the floor. I don't know how they digest that shit. They did that when we first got them. They've eaten everything, carpet, everything. I have all downstairs. I have all concrete floors. I have to buy rolled out carpets because my rabbits will eat everything. All of my floor, the walls, they'll pull the wall apart. They'll chew into the drywall. They chew everything. One of my children had a wooden bed frame. It was in danger of collapsing because my rabbits were gnawing at the wood. I had to put coffee cup, the coffee comes in those tin cans. I had to put the tin cans over the bedposts because they were chewing into them. Rabbits you don't get them unless you are really committed. If you have wires in your home, they will eat. My son, he accidentally left his wire for his tablet. The rabbits chewed through the wires. They chew through all wires. They love chewing on everything. But they're wonderful and adorable. And if you get them a litter box, they will use the litter box. Uh, uh, mine, uh, mine aren't as intelligent as normal rabbits. I have one that uses litter box. I have my litter box in the bathroom, and the other one comes in there, and he uses the entire bathroom as a litter box. So that's another thing. And they are territorial. They do mark their territory. Uh, you they will put a few droppings on. That's another thing. They hop up in your bed and like it. You have to clean up the mess immediately, or they'll keep doing it over and over and over again. I have a blanket on the ground for them. That's their blanket. They go and mark their territory. We clean the blanket every few weeks. They are a lot of work, but they're very loving. They are adorable. The rabbit. Chipmunks. Oh man. Let's see. You saw that lady of the Lady and the Bee? Yeah, it's adorable, isn't it? It's adorable. That. Where's my other water bottle? There it is. Yeah, it's adorable. Let's see here. The brainless. Where are we at here? Shovo Jetty. Good to see you. Tapping would have worked diplomatically. Yeah. You need to learn about runes. I know nothing about them. Yeah, unlike other forms of divination, the runes have a mythology. Yeah, they are given by Odin. He does this thing where he gets crucified on the tree, and to find the ultimate wisdom for humanity. And the Nords gave him the runes. That was what he. So there's a mythology behind runes. That's why I like them. Let's see. They're very easy to use. Yeah, let's see here. Scrolling through all these wonderful people here today. Yeah, I do this every day. Like and subscribe if you are enjoying it. There's a button up there where the thumb is. You love rabbits? Grateful, bless. Yeah, I am a lover of rabbits. And if you have beavers, don't buy anything wooden. They will keep, the beaver. You're convincing your cat not to eat the chipmunk, friends. It's also a challenge. Well, I can only imagine. You love your animals too. You have chickens, ducks, pigs, guineas, hens, finches, cats, dogs, rabbits. You think all your rabbits have a big enclosure with their vegetable garden. Oh, that's so cute, right? Your cousin has a rescued beaver and all of his wooden stair railing posts. He had to replace them with metal ones. Yeah, these animals. See, if rabbits don't they love, my rabbits love cardboard boxes. Like if something is cardboard, they will they'll just chew it up. They love cardboard boxes. They love playing with toys too. One of their favorite toys is a toilet paper or paper towel cylinder, the cardboard one. They act like dogs. You go up to them and they'll bite it and try to pull it and start scratching at it. It's really adorable when they do that. I'll have to record them doing that and put it up, make a YouTube short out of it. They act like dogs with the paper towel holders. It's hilarious. There's people who make toys for rabbits, but I mean they're adorable. Carrot Connell Jr. will eat reefer, but only if it's a joint form. You have to roll up the joint for the rabbit. He won't just eat it straight green. That's adorable. He is the world's happiest rabbit. No cage required because his brother is a pit bull and his sister is a schnauzer. Oh, isn't that adorable? Isn't that adorable? And all the the animals can get along together. I think that's adorable. You have two creatures, a deranged Maltese that lays on you, then bites you. Oh, what a rascal! I watched this. My wife showed me this video of this miniature horse. He was a young horse, and he had all of this energy. He and all of this personality. He was really really sassy, and all of the other animals he would go up and kind of like try to mount everything. I mean, it was hilarious to see this little tiny horse, try to jump up on these larger horses. These animals, they have so much personality, they have so much love. Yeah. You're having a mobile coop is the best thing you have built for small grazing animals. Obviously, you can't move in the winter, but they get fresh Timothy grass every day. Yeah, Timothy. Some of the Timothy grass my rabbits don't like. They like there's a certain brand that I buy that they just eat it all up. But there are other Timothy grasses. They're like old and brittle. Yeah, they even though they are like dyed green, and the rabbits aren't. They know their grasses. They prefer fresh grass from the backyard. And they won't go outside, as I've shared with people. They won't go outside. I'll leave the door open. They won't go out in the backyard. They have like boundaries. They won't go in the garage. They'll go upstairs. They love going upstairs and try. They are forbidden. We have always the doors shut upstairs. So I have my one rabbit. He comes upstairs and he tries to dig a hole under the door of my daughter's room. That's his favorite room. And the carpet is all tore up because he's trying to dig under there. If she leaves the door open, he will sneak into the room and go under her bed and take a bunch of dumps, all under he's like got a territorial marked out. And the only time he's ever bitten me, when I've tried to take him out of the room, he starts thumping his feet. I mean, that's like he snuck up there into the room. That's his place. He doesn't want to go to. It's funny when they start thumping is when they're really pissed off. They'll start thumping their feet down when they're really really angry or afraid. If they are afraid, they will also thump their feet. You use the word damn, and YouTube censored the post. Really, really. Usually that's an okay word on here. The pony, the humper, yeah, pretty much. They like air conditioning. Oh yeah, this morning my rabbit, she likes the lady rabbit, and the male rabbit always follows her around. She loves sitting in front of a fan, the air just blowing out her fur getting all rustled. She likes sitting in front of a fan. I just think it's funny. I come downstairs, there's a fan going. She's sitting and getting a massage from all of the air going through on her, rustling her fur. I mean, it's adorable what they do sometimes, right? The Hebrew hammer operator. Good morning to you. Glad to have you here again. The trick is to freeze the Timothy grass when you buy it. Also, alfalfa, just freeze it until you need it. That's the trick. Yeah, I don't think if you have one of those big freezers, I guess you could pull that off, right? I wish everyone have a beautiful day or night, depending on where you're at. Thank you. Very kind of you to express that to all of us here. We appreciate that very much. That they know they have it good indoors, no interest in being outdoor rabbits. Yeah, that's how mine are. They will not go outside, but they really enjoy when I go out. If I mowed the lawn, bringing a bunch of the grass from the outside. They love the grass. They love the grass from the outside. You have to get my what in gear. You're going. I want you. going to PSNT today. Wonderful, whatever that is. Yeah, we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you sharing that. And it's cold where I am today. It's 45 degrees outside. Last night when I was at my grove, I did a grove stream last night. That wind coming in was quite chilling. And now it was like 65 degrees when I was out there. And then this wind comes in, and it's like opening your freezer door. You get all that cold hitting. It was like made it 10 degrees cooler than it was. Yeah, I think next week everything's going back to normal. Yeah, because I live a lot closer to the equator than most people that are watching here. And it's never this cold. But yeah, if you are here and you enjoy what I do, go up and hit that thumb at the top there, or touch your screen twice. That helps like and subscribe. I do that. I do this every day. I am here for your entertainment privilege. Spiritual entertainment 7 days a week, every morning, sometimes in the evening as well. I am here for you. So think about subscribing. There's always content here. I'm always releasing new things about the modern practice of Druidry, as I did yesterday with my new video called The Art of Tree Hugging. That is the video. Go check that out. Give it one of those likes as well. And what we have done, we have such a wonderful loyalty base. We have a wonderful people. We have a Discord channel. And there are people there that believe in God, people who don't believe in God, all kinds of people there from different backgrounds getting along in one place. And if you're interested in being a part of that, buy me a cup of coffee. There's a join button over there. Small, medium, or large. That's all it takes. Now you can keep buying me one every month, or you can buy it one time. It's up to you, but you always be a part of the community. There are people that support me monthly. Thank you. In terms of whatever you're doing by coming here every day, or buying me a cup of coffee every month. When I used to do this as a hobby, but when people started paying me, I said I will do it full time. So as long as you people are paying me, I will be here every day for you, every morning, to have these conversations, to bring joy in your life in some way, entertainment with some value. Let's see here. It's 14 degrees where you are. Wow, that is cold. That is cold. Yeah. Let's see here. One of your rabbits hurt his foot. You took him to the doctor, and he freaked out. Took me over to get him out of the bathroom cabinet. Yeah, I took my rabbit to a doctor one time out, and I don't ever want to do that. Thank you, commentary connoisseur. I appreciate you very much. My rabbit I call him the $1,000 rabbit. I'm like, I can't afford that. I just can't. He has a skin condition where he's always eating and scratching at his skin. And I tried to find a way to deal with that without taking him to the vet. He wasn't the same for like a week after I took him to the vet. He was hiding in the bathroom all week. I mean, they had to put him to sleep when he was there to deal with his skin condition. He had eaten all the skin off the bottom of his foot. So I call him my $1,000 rabbit. I found this wonderful spray. It's a gel healing spray that is used to heal wounds on animals, and it works perfectly for him. Every time he does this like a few times a year, he'll start ripping his skin off, his bottoms of his feet or something, and we'll have to spray it. Yeah, and it works. It brings all his. I also have to treat him from the other rabbits always pulling hair out of him, making nests with it. So I spray his skin with every time she does that. Oh man, let's see here. Yeah, I call him my $1,000 rabbit. I mean, I don't ever want to take him to the vet again. I try to find natural ways to heal them. It's too expensive to go to the vet. I don't know why I just imagined Bod with a beard. Yeah, never will happen. I don't have the capacity to grow a beard. I haven't gone through puberty yet. It's 19 degrees where you are at, a high of 24. Yeah, you live right next to Icewind Dale up there in Luskin. That's why Maine is Luskin. If your rabbit is having skin conditions, it's 100% his diet. Uh, you need to adjust his diet. Yeah, well, we've done all of that. We've done all of that. We have all kinds of different goodies that we have given them, but it is the skin condition that we've been able to manage when he does it. They fly in vet meds overnight. Cats as well. Yeah, Roku, it's nice to see you, our good friend. Roku, I hope you're doing well. Your spiritual entertainment in the morning. I am here every day to bring you the finest in spiritual entertainment with the Rabbit Tarot card here today of the Moon card. So you just got back from swimming. A good workout. So you went to like a swimming pool that is indoors. Wonderful, Roku. Yeah, I enjoy swimming as well. You didn't take him to a doctor. You use Vetamasayan. That's what I use. That's like the healing ointment. If your animal got any type of wounds at all, that is like the best stuff. Um, it always works. They should make that for humans. It works so well. That microbial spray. It really heals. It works for all kinds of animals. If your animal has a skin problem, it heals it right up. It's really good stuff. Let's see here. Mind's mouth. You eat rabbits. Rabbit meat is good. Well, good for you. You chase rabbits. Captain K089, our good friend. Hope you are doing well. You love the outdoor stream? Yeah. Well, I do that every now and then. Couple times a month, I'll go out to my outdoors there in my grove and to do the stream. Rabbits do with what are you, Elmer Fudd? I'm going to get my wabbits. I'm going to eat you. Elmer Fudd, Mind's Mouth, is our Elmer Fudd here today. He's got his shotgun and rifle and his hunting hat on, and he's wabbit hunting season. He's out there hunting the wabbits. Yeah, well, we don't hunt rabbits here. We love rabbits. We want to liberate the rabbits of the world. We want to stop them from being eaten. They are too adorable to eat. The rabbit. How could you eat this thing? Look at that eye. You see it? Why would you eat something so adorable? Let's see, where am I at? You do use it on yourself, really? Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that you could do that. Yeah, because it works wonders on skin problems. Rabbits are cool, yeah. The Reverend Huey is here from the armpit of the United States, having a cup of coffee. Good to have you here, the Reverend Huey. Always nice to see you. For your spiritual entertainment, I should be with you another 35 minutes or so. So whatever we want to talk about today, I am here to have that conversation with you. And we have started out talking about the idea of tree hugging and how that is used as a derogatory term. But if you practice a real tree hugging, it is wonderful. It is life-changing. It's true environmentalism. See here, you only harvest wild snowshoe hares. The kids are okay with harvesting ducks and chickens, but not the bunnies. So now we just have one rabbit. Yeah. So you do this as a way to exist, right? The wild. Yeah. We don't have snowshoes. We have what is called the bog bunny. Those are the wild rabbits that are here behind my home, the bog bunny. They have the cutest, the most adorable little ears, but they are mostly alligator food. The alligators love eating the bog bunnies. We live such in a violent world. We're always eating one another. Oh man, rabbits love tunnels. Oh yeah, staying in on Saturdays. Super Obama. Yeah, you got snow again. So ready for spring. You got it's snowing where you are right now. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the last. There's always the last year did this too, around this time, and then when April comes, we're free. All the cold is gone. Freedom for rabbits, yes. Kellen Verrett. What about rabbits? Well, rabbits are wonderful creatures. The rabbit is my spirit totem. Where are we at here? Works great on just about any skin condition or wound. You discovered it quite accidentally when you were treating one of your animals and the spray got in your cut. It almost healed it the next morning. Yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful stuff, right? I don't know if you have the problem with it. If you don't, it freezes up the spray bottle. It usually gets so congested with the gel. Um, you know, after like using it so many times, there's always some left over in it because it becomes useless at some point with these spray bottles. Tree friends are the best. You often write well and you sit under, it would take you 100 years to understand the emotion. So you use your tree as a way to create an atmosphere for your creativity. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. Nature can be brutal, certainly. Yeah, right. They are beautiful creatures. We shouldn't eat them. Yeah. What is left over behind in the spray bottle? Well, the that spray used to heal the animals. I forgot what it's called. I was talking to Jeanette. She had the same problem with the bottles. Yeah, the bottles are worthless. Great product, poor packaging. Because the bottles they always get clogged up. You can use it if you don't keep. You always have some left in it because the when the congestion of all of the gel, it just hardens it, and it's terrible. It's a terrible way of packaging it, right? But it's the best thing I've found to heal the animals. Microbiology, no. Uh, we were talking about the spray that we use to heal our rabbits. Constantly rinsing the sprayer is what you're doing. Yeah. Harvesting animals does not include any malice, right? Respecting the balance is imperative to living in the world. I don't feel bad about harvesting from nature because we only take what we need. Yeah, that's a beautiful philosophy, right? Commentary connoisseur is to have that respect, to know that nature wants to be a part of you, to help you to grow, because you're going to do the same thing, right? We this is we live in a way where we give and take, right? We reap and we sow, and the uh, the future will be a more efficient way of doing it, right? As we evolve as a species, there will be, I think, less violence in how we do it as we move out of our chaotic towards a more sustainable form of living. Antimicrobial spray, yeah, that's it. Give more than you plan to give. In what way, Kellen? What do you give more than you plan to give? Plan to give to get every day. When you were a kid, the native elders would teach us to give gratitude and honor for all that we use and consume. Yeah, honoring and thankful the animals, the water, the plants. We need to eat too. Yeah, but we don't have to eat with malice and contempt. Yeah, that's a beautiful philosophy, right? You're living in gratitude. That's a healthy way of receiving. That we have forgotten, right? Indigenous peoples, they know these things, but we have most modern people that are in the world today. They have forgotten that connection. I think that's important. We don't have to eat with malice and contempt. Be thankful to the animal that is a gift to you, or a plant. Our Roman Catholic fundamentalist friend here, Mordecai, is with us. Good to see you, Mordecai. Be healthy and wealthy in wisdom to do some more poetry. I flipped through many of my channels on this. I tell you, you are the best. Yeah, there's none like me. There's no one like me here. So I agree with you. I am the best. There's no other. Who is doing this? Who does this every day, right? Who always supplies content for you? Most people, they dry up, right? They make a couple of videos and they are done. I have thousands of videos on my channel. The well never runs dry here. I am always here. The voice of the bard will always be, as long as you're paying me, I will be here. 25 years is my commitment to you. So be a part of this community. Think about becoming a community member. We have a wonderful growth rate. We get at least 1,000 subscribers every week. Fastest growing channel on modern practice of earth-based spirituality. The earth-based spirituality is really hard to spin. Usually people start talking about it and they'll go into like other topics, right? It's hard to spin. If you go to some of these channels, a lot of them are wonderful, but they are limited. There's no ongoing conversation. There's no ongoing content. So it's very limited. I am the only one doing this. I'm making sure that every day I'm flooding YouTube with things that are helpful to people to experience the natural. Every day I'm doing this. And I mix it up with my comedy a little bit. Just a little bit of comedy to throw in every now and then to keep you aroused. Let's see here. Scrolling, all these wonderful people here. You are about to say it's sad that new generations don't give grace. They just throw the food like it's nothing. Yeah, we've lost that connection. When you harvest an animal, just lay your hand on them and say thank you. Yeah, it's that easy, right? To honor that spirit that keeps returning here to continually give to you. The spirit of the animal. We all come back, right? We all come back. Let's see here. I am a legend. That's right. I am. Bright eyes burning like fire. Your name is Farty. So you need to stop doing that shit in the phone booth. Open the doors if your eyes are, burning with fire because of your flagellants. It's always good to keep the air flowing because that is toxic. Your own ass can kill you. Just imagine if you're dying from your own vapors. You could die from that. So keep the window open. And nobody does this every day. That's why we need you. Thank you, Bard. Yes, I am the only one. I am the only one who's doing it. Animism, then? What about animism? Yeah, that's how I roll. Yeah, everything is living. But the nature of spirit, I think, is something that needs further development and understanding. How does the spirit of a grain of sand interact with? Everything comes out of the whole, right? The source, that spirit, the fifth element, that's something to ponder. The limits of consciousness, the individual consciousness in terms of the collective, that can manifest in a grain of sand, right? These are things that roll around my head some days. when I'm thinking about like the elements. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man. Sorry, I plan to give more than what I receive. Challenge yourself. Oh, I see. It's all in the feeling to keep growing content. Based question: do you think we should have a better defenses here at home from a bully that picks fights? Oh, of course. I think that self-defense is important, right? If you know, my life was threatened many times, and I don't have any muscles. I'm not trained in the art of warfare. Uh, so I have many uh, guns to protect my family. Um, I, so I think that's important. We live in an evil world where people do evil in our world. There are a lot of evil people, and so it's good to take precautions. I have an alarm system. I support local law enforcement. We live in a world where people they do evil things, and evil can happen to you. So it's good to do that. It's good to, if you can. Some people can't, right? Some people rely on the help of others. Yeah, but I made the decision to do that to protect my family. Um, and still, even on here, we have people that threaten me, right? We have many people that have come on here and threatened my life, and I am not afraid. I am well equipped to deal with threats by others. That's just the world we live in, right? One day, our world is not going to be as violent, and that's what we should be striving for, doing our best to create environments like that. But we're not there yet. We are not there yet. Let's see here. Where am I at? You actually like this channel over than most? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I really enjoyed. I enjoy doing this. Some people they hate their job. I love my job. I enjoy having these conversations every day with people and all of the other stuff that I do on here. Um, let's see here. Thank you for your service and all, Father. In D and D, you always set for a good defense. Always, it's bad warfare. Warfare is spiritual, and yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Do you find religion in prison? Yeah. When I was in the shower and I dropped my soap, I'm like, oh God. Yeah, that's when it all started. Soldiers have to rely on their brothers and sisters around them. That's right. Yeah, very happy to hear that. Yeah. Yeah. I try to strive for a pacifist way of life, but I'm not going to let someone come in and harm my family. I think we're not there yet. We are not there yet. You once said the Bible was a method to harden one's heart. Yeah, the Bible certainly can do that, right? The Bard knows the second rule of nature. What is it? I didn't know there was a lot of rules. I'd like to know what I did. Force multiplier. Let's see, where am I at here? Guaranteed to multiply force 9 mm. Yeah, I got my Glock 9. Rely on lies and cup of clover. Thank you. A cup of clover for you? Yeah, my yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, right? Many people celebrated that, their Irish heritage. And then you have these people wearing orange. I never get that. Why would you want to do that? Like my wife today, she decided to wear orange. I'm like, do you know that St. Patrick's Day was yesterday? People might think you're. She has a lot of most of her heritage is Irish. She didn't know about the orange thing. That is like a contradiction to the green. Let's see, American Maker is here. My neighbor. Good to see you, American Maker. Take judo. I can't. I'll fall apart. I'm disabled. I can't take judo. Let's see here. We do not decide that when violence enters our life. To avoid the conversation would be headstrong. Yeah. Judo is a great, safe way to learn. Yeah, judo is wonderful art. It is a wonderful way of self-defense. I am incapable of doing it, and I don't have the time or the discipline to learn anything new in my life. But you get the best of me at no expense, the best of the ingredients of our good friend Paul Dixon. And Sean, God, Ken Edwin loves you too. Fists can deflect 5. Yeah. Don't wish for action, be ready. Yeah, we are ready. Help like guns to have one and never use it, then need one. Then it's nowhere near you. Yeah, it's better to have one when you need it than when to not have one when you, or the other way around. To don't need it. Yeah. The Protestant side of the Irish, like, oh, that's what it means. Yeah, I wasn't aware of what it. I knew it was like a contradiction somehow. Ammo prices, yeah, they keep going up. Over in Canada, it's probably really bad, right? Your ammo. Now, I was talking to my friend over in the UK. People aren't allowed to have guns over there unless it's for hunting. You can only have one. You have to get all of these licenses. But even some police officers, they don't have weapons. Yeah, the government has taken away all and it seems to be more peaceful. But now as I was in the conversation, they have like mass knife killings and stuff like that. There's always people that are going to be nuts, right? But it's more peaceful than when you have guns everywhere. I mean, it's like there's a good and there's a bad experience of it. Good afternoon, Blake. You changed your symbol. A good friend from the land of Wales. He has now got a tree, the great tree in his the tree of life. We have lots of large, cranky predators. Gotta have guns. Yeah, yes. I never go to my grove without one, because you never know what's going to jump out and eat you. Here in the UK, it's illegal for citizens to carry anything with the intent of self-defense. How messed up is that? We can't even defend ourselves. Yeah, that's terrible, right? It's terrible thing, right? But some people, they think that it is a safer place than what you see over here, where you have everyone with weapons. Yeah, it's definitely a conversation to have. But I'm more on the weapon side because people threaten my life, threaten my family. What am I going to do? I'm not going to be able to beat everyone up. I don't have any muscles. I'm disabled. Can easily take me down. So weapons are the answer. You like firearms? Yeah. You can carry more water than you can drink. You can harvest more food than you can eat. And you can protect more than just yourself. Selflessness is the key to happiness. Very nice. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. The trouble with guns is the criminal will always get them. Why strip them away from folks that respect them and use the protection for and hunting? Yeah. And I also learned that you cannot hunt in the UK with bow because that is more harmful to the animal. I thought that was interesting that they only use the rifle for hunting. Yeah, I always thought that I thought that was an interesting thing. You know that they're showing respect to the animal. You love the artwork. You love the rabbit here. This is the Moon Tarot card. I found all of these rabbits on tarot cards, and I made a little video about it in my YouTube shorts before I came on this morning. You could see all the beautiful artwork of the rabbit tarot decks. Let's see here. Yeah, we don't apologize. Yeah. There's literally monsters in these woods up here. The largest are bears, giant moose, wolves, big cats. Yeah, you got to carry. You got to be strapped, right? Or you'll die. You can die. I'm older now, and I bruise easy. Yeah, that's old people. What are we going to do, right? Um, yeah, Bigfoot. I got to worry about Bigfoot. Yeah, Bigfoot's always trying to mate with people. You notice that? Why everyone's running away? He starts making all kinds of noises. He's sexually frustrated, and he starts throwing rocks. That's when you know that he is really in the mood. You notice that the people that see the rocks, they are never hit by the rocks. They are always, Bigfoot is a terrible aim, or it has a different meaning. It means that he is in it for the action. So if you see rocks being thrown, you hear the whoo. You don't do that back. That means that's a booty call. Don't do that back. Then the Bigfoot will come after you and try to breed with you. And so you have to watch out for that. That's why people, they see Bigfoot and they run. Um, Usually people that they experiencing the breeding of the Bigfoot, it's very humiliating. So no one talks about that. There are people out there who have been seduced by Bigfoot and have went into the big forest tent and done the Bigfoot. Now, he's not only is a Bigfoot, you know what they say about feet. Now imagine encountering that in this colossal being. You thought a horse's wiener was big. A Bigfoot, watch out. Watch out. Don't do the booty call. Don't do that. Don't hit on the trees. You take the wood, you hit on the trees. Well, he does the same thing with his wood. That's what you hear. That tree hitting by the Bigfoots, that is a way to sexually arouse the female Bigfoots, which are very, very rare. So that's what you have when these Bigfoot encounters. They're always sexually frustrated. So you have to be careful in the woods. I mean, be very careful. You won't. It's a very humiliating experience to be violated by the Bigfoot. Oh man. Let's see here. Scrolling through here. Yeah. She was excited and got. Let's see. Oh, let me find here. You got some trouble for messing someone up. Even I got stabbed. The UK self-defense is stupid. You think? Yeah. I mean, the bad guys always have the stuff. They always have. That's a good way. Mother Earth is working to make even better. Let's see. She was so excited. Well, wait. The biggest thing you got to say is many folks need to be educated on the proper use of handling firearms. You educate your daughter, and her reward for learning was a trip to the range, was targets. Oh, that's fun. She was so excited and got to enjoy some time at the firing range. Even the officers from Auburndale, they were amazed. Yeah, that's the one. That one. They used to have one in Auburndale. Do they still have it there? I remember going to that one before with my wife about 20 something years ago. You're not about to fight giant animals with a pointy stick. You're out tasing the moose so it doesn't attack you. Trinity Ivy Moon is here. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Bigfoot's trained for combat with stormtroopers. I bet they do. Yeah, you don't want to engage with that type of combat, right? It would be terrible. Bullets also cause damage to the heart and muscles, making it unusable. Yeah. Throwback to that video that guy made about being assaulted by a female Bigfoot. Now, that's even rare. That is very rare because usually the female population of Bigfoots it's really, really small. So that's interesting that when they try to find a human for mating purposes. Yeah. Anyone seen the AI Bigfoot on YouTube? Oh yeah, that's funny. talking about his, all the stuff he's doing. Nobody knows if it was serious or not, being assaulted by the female Bigfoot. Yeah, their instincts take over. The Bigfoot loses all of its rationality because they are very animalistic, right? And the rutting season is terrible. Yeah, tree hugging is different than tree kissing. We don't want to go there. It must be big grizzly bears. Yeah, well, you don't want to mess with those, right? Those are powerful creatures. Our local sheriff once had the entire sheriff's department shoot a guy that had shot an officer. Yeah, you were talking about Grady, right? Yeah, he's always on YouTube. He's like people's favorite sheriff. They make him seem like he's violent, right? He's just trying to get people to protect themselves, right? No, but I didn't know of one in Albandale. We went to the Shoot Straight or Tenno Rock, that park over there in Lakeland. Seasoned Bigfoot misses trained stormtroopers. That's expensive too to go to those ranges. I mean, to get the thing. If you haven't seen the video of the guy claiming to be assaulted by a female Bigfoot, you gotta watch it. He sounds generally serious, but the way he explains it is hilarious. I have to see that. I have to see that one. Yeah, Grady Judd. Yeah. Would you be attending my ordination? Special moments? Probably not, because I don't know who you are. So I have no plans. Are you getting ordained soon? In what tradition or what church are you going to be ordained in? Special moments. Memento Sapi 29. Bard is an excellent spiritual guide. The only thing I learned from Christianity is to forgive and to spread the other cheek. Oh, damn. What are you doing for Bigfoot now? Look at you. You're spreading your cheeks. Do it with discretion, sir. Do it with discretion. You're off to make farm rounds. Yeah, thank you for being here, Jeanette. Yeah, we're about to head off to in a couple of minutes. Any last comments or questions? Now is your time to speak to the Bard, because we're almost at the end of the program here. Every day, every morning, I am on here for your viewing pleasure, to the experience of spiritual entertainment. And I will be back now tomorrow. I got to take my wife's automobile in to get its oil changed, so I'm going to probably start around 9:30 or 10 Eastern Standard Time. So that will be tomorrow. We do. Are you becoming a Catholic deacon in the Rome? Which rite? The Roman. I was ordained in the Ruthenian tradition of the Catholic Church as a deacon. So you don't get me started on Roman rite deacons. I mean, it's terrible how you're treated by people. You're not even called father. I think that is terrible. That is terrible because the other ones are more spiritual, the celibates, right? We always had to deal with that in the Eastern Church. We always had to deal with, why do you have married clergy? Because it's our tradition. It's our tradition. Yeah, you were a Roman deacon? Well, congratulations. Yeah, I was in the clergy for about 6 years. And I retired because of my disability, and also because I don't believe in it anymore either. Have I tried archery? I did when I was younger. I had a terrible experience in the Boy Scouts. Scraped my whole arm off, and then the guy was a dumbass that didn't give me any instructions. Here, go shoot the target. So I went across my arm, and like, I'm never shooting this shit again. I have that fear of shooting a bow now because I had a terrible, terrible instructor. At least you could have done was give the kids the archery guard. That would have been nice, but no. Trampus Bowmaster is here, our walking Celtic art piece and lover of goats. He has lots of goats on his channel. You like watching goats. Let's see here. Yeah, coming in at the end here. Yeah, appreciate you being here. You demand that you have a fantastic, meaningful day. Yeah, you as well. You make crossbows as a hobby for target practice. Local police told me it would be great for home defense. Oh, I would imagine, right? I mean, that's like that. That's like those things are a lot of fun. The crossbows. Yeah. I don't think you can use them for hunting though. Can you use crossbows for hunting? I think there's certain laws that there's certain crossbows you can't use. These demands are acceptable. It would not inspire you. Suppose you teach you bend over your arm. Oh man, where are we going with that? What are you talking about bending over? Are you talking about mating with Bigfoots? Is that what you're talking about? It's a seasonal thing for you. You go out and hang your rear end over a tree limb, start calling out the mating call for the Bigfoot. Ah! And it comes around the trees and has its good time with you. It's seasonal, yeah. You have a couple of crossbow stocks from your father when he was a teens? Yeah. Jenny, you are our bearded lady friend, right? It's good to have you here. And Karka, can I hide here? The algorithm has given me a prophetess speaking in tongues and shitting at the same time. That's a new spirituality. Speaking on tongues on the toilet. Now, I've heard like Christians in the bathroom at a workplace praising the Lord. I just thought that was kind of poor taste. The Lord will save me. They're taking a dump. But speaking in tongues on the toilet, now that's a whole new pot of shit. Wow. It's interesting what you can learn about people's religion, right? Yeah. Speaking in tongues on the toilet. Beep, bop, 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 poop, 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 peep, 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 pop, poop, 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 poop. I can only imagine your experience speaking in tongues on the toilet. Oh, man. These Pentecostal people, they're a wild bunch, right? I would have never have thought that before. I've been in a Pentecostal church bathroom before. I've never seen that done, but maybe they're like they're like the snake charmers, right? People that run around with the snakes. They have their own toilet intercessions that they do. Yeah. All right. Where are we at here? A good old-fashioned game of arms and arseholes. See. Hello, wonderful people. Ryan, good to see you. You look forward to streams. Thank Canada and bringing us together. And yeah. We're a pretty normal cult. Yeah. Yeah. I am funny. Yeah. I tend to have some humor. Just a tad to help, mix it up with my spirituality here. Bruce Bowling, nice to see you. Good to have you here, Bruce Bowling. Always nice to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. And if you haven't yet, we're almost at the end of the show here. Yeah, we'll be back probably around this time tomorrow because I'll get home with my oil being changed and I'll start the show between 9 and 10 a.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. Go check out my video that I just made yesterday about tree hugging. Check it out. It's only 3 minutes long. Give it one of those things, share it with somebody if you think it has value to you. And my other video, I made a bunny tarot video before I came on of a short, YouTube shorts. I have thousands of shorts, all like this, different spirituality. Hearing that reminds you of the scene from Scary Movie 2 where the priest went into the house to exorcise demons, said, first he must bless the house. He was on the toilet reading the Bible. Oh, man, that's terrible. Oh, don't do your religion while you're taking a shit. Please have some decency, right? I mean, you could talk to your deity any place you want, really. Yeah, but that prayer on the pot is only done when you're really, really drunk. and you're throwing up. That's the only time you should be calling out to Jesus or something. When you're really, really vomiting and stuff, you're really sick. Other times, that is inappropriate to be speaking in tongues on the toilet and singing praises to your God. Very inappropriate. Please don't do that. Do the Pentecostals punch before speaking it? Some of them do. Some of them do. You got a kidney stone making its way through. Oh, shit. You said, yeah, I've had 2 kidney stones. I know what you're going through. It's the worst type of painful experience. I mean, it's terrible. One time I had to get sonic treatment on it. They had to break it up with the sonic waves. They broke up my kidney stones to make it smaller. I didn't want the penis tube. That is like, no, I will never get that done. I'll just suffer. They shove a tube up your penis hole that has a little clamp on it, and they pull the damn thing through. That's like, you want to be tortured? Have a penis tube go up your. They take your penis and they put the tube up of it. I mean, that's like living torture. So I got the sonic treatment. They put you to sleep for that. And my insurance paid for it, thankfully. And they broke up the kidney stone. I just had to pee it out. Yeah, that's a terrible, terrible thing. Holy Hooters, oh man. Oh man, Dancers for Christ. Oh man. Love you all, thank you. Yeah. No, I'm not looking forward to it at all. I think I have been through the worst part already. Yeah. Yeah. Your brother had the tube. Quentin Tarantino. No, stop talking about how Jesus, yeah. Well, whatever you call out on the toilet. Kidney stones are painful. Father had one said is peeing out sand. Yeah, it's one of the most excruciating. Now, I had a lady that I knew who had children, and she got a kidney stone. She said, they say that giving birth is the worst. She goes, no, kidney stones. I mean, when I can't walk. I remember I was waiting at the hospital, and I was just laying on the floor in the waiting room because they couldn't get me in. So I'm just laying on the floor. It's terrible and excruciating pain. Yeah, but look at that. We have come to the end of the program, my friends. So go check out my new video called The Art of Tree Hugging. Give it a like. And I'll be back tomorrow around this time to be with you once again for another 2 hours of spiritual entertainment. Like and subscribe. There's content here every day for your entertainment privilege. Have a great rest of your day.